Hello students, so welcome to lecture 7 of inorganic chemistry. So we are studying the chapter first, that is atomic structure. In the today's lecture, we are going to study variation of radial and angular part of atomic orbitals and the radial probability distribution curves. So now let's begin with our lecture. So first of all, we will study what are the atomic orbitals and from where they have come. So when the Schrodinger equation, wave equation, in the polar coordinate is solved for hydrogen atom, it gives a probability, it gives the possible energy state and the corresponding wave function, and that are called atomic orbitals or hydrogenic orbitals. So in the previous lectures, you have studied what is the Schrodinger equation, what is the significance of wave function, what we get from the wave functions. So when we solve the Schrodinger wave equation, so we get the various possible energy state and that are called as atomic orbitals. These are in fact the mathematical functions of coordinates of the electron associated with the in each energy. So these you will understand when you will look the table 1.3 in the textbook of Manali publication for FYBSc. There is a table for the radial and the angular part of wave function for hydrogen-like atoms. So student, in that book it is properly given the equation and the radial wave functions for each and every orbital. So that table is very large, so I can't put that in this video. So please everyone see that table, and from that table we get these graphs. So see students, there is a variation of radial part of each orbital. So this is for the 1s orbital, this is for the 2s orbital, this is for the 3s orbital, similarly for 2p, 3p and 3d. So from where this equation has come, see, we have studied the function of r. We know the equation that we have studied in the previous lecture, and putting the values of different r in that equation, we get this graph for various orbitals. So for 1s orbital, for 2s orbital and for 3s orbital. So next is, from this plot, what information we get? The wave function can be either positive or negative. For example, the wave function for 1s orbital is positive for all the values of r. See, it is not going in the negative part. Is it okay? It is forever positive in the positive quadrant. In the case of 2s orbital, the wave function is positive up to a certain distance from the nucleus up to a point called node, where it becomes 0 and then it becomes negative. See, so first it is positive, at a certain point it becomes 0 and that point is called as a radial node, and then it becomes negative. Is it okay? In the case of 3s orbital, the wave function drops from the positive to negative, rises from negative to positive and again drops to negative. See, first it is positive, it goes 0, it drops to negative, then from negative to 0, again to positive and again it raises to the 0. So that means it has a two radial nodes. The next is, the curve shows that the wave function is maximum at r is equal to 0. That is at nucleus itself. See, at r is equal to 0, it is maximum. It is maximum. These are the observations from this graph, okay? The point at which the wave function is 0 are called as a nodes. For example, the curves for 1s orbital have 1 node, while those for the 2s is 2 and 3 nodes respectively. So for 1 it is 1 node, for 0 node, for 2 it is 1 node, for 3 it is 2 nodes. So there is some relation between them. The principal quantum number n, which appears naturally in this, is 1s, 2s, 3s curve is equal to the number of nodes. For p and d orbitals, the wave function starts from the origin of the curve. So for the p orbital, it starts from the 0. It starts from the 0. It starts from the 0. For the s orbital, it starts from the maximum. These are the little observations. The radial probability distribution curves of wave functions of 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p and 3d orbitals. So what is this R square? R square is the probability of finding the electron in a small volume dV near the point R is measured. So see, this is a nucleus and this is the R square. That means finding the electron in the small volume, that is dV. In this volume we are finding the probability of electron. So for a given value of R, the total volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the formula for volume of sphere. So we may consider that an atom is composed of thin layer of thickness dr. The volume dV for the dV is equal to 4 pi r square into dr. So r square into dV is equal to 4 pi r square dr into r square. The product of volume of the spherical shell 4 pi r square dr and the probability density r square is called the radial distribution function. So student, this is not for the much importance. These are the variation curves of radial probability distribution of 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p and 3d orbitals. Okay. So these are the observations. The probability function is always positive as it involves the square of radial functions. So see, for this all graph, no one is having the negative value. All lies in the positive quadrant. Okay. So why is it so? Because here we are taking the r square. Therefore, each and every square is always a positive, and that is why these all curves lies in the positive quadrant. The next observation is at r is equal to 0, the probability of finding electron is 0. Okay. So this is the probability. This is the radius. Okay. At r is equal to 0, all the probability is 0. This shows that no existence of electron at the nucleus. This is the first observation. R is a function of n and l. N is the principal quantum number, L is the asymptotic quantum number. Therefore, with increase in the value of n or L, the distance of finding the maximum electron density from the nucleus will also increase. So see, as this value increases, the probability of finding electron also increases. This means that this is 1s orbital which have less probability. As we increases, the probability of or the electron density increases. The next observation is at a large value of r, dr approaches 0. See, at higher value of r, it is becoming 0. It is becoming 0. Why is it so? Or what information we get from this? the probability of finding electron will approach 0. That is, the most probable distance increases as the principal quantum number increases. The most probable distance decreases slightly as the orbital angular momentum quantum number increases. See, as L increases, the most probable distance decreases. Okay, the total number of peaks for the various curves for SPD orbital is equal to n, n-1, n-2 respectively. So see, so for S orbital, there is only one peak. Okay, only one. For the P, see what does it tells? The total number of peaks for the various curves for S, P and D orbital is equal to n, n-1, n-2. So see, so for S orbital it is n. For S orbital it is n. So for this n is 1, there is one peak. Here is 2s, there are 2 peaks. Is it okay? Now we will see for the P. Here it is 3s, there are 3 peaks. But for the P orbital it is n-1. See, so it is 2p, but there is a 1 peak. There is 3p, there is a 2 peak. There is n-1 peaks. And for the D orbital, that is n-2. That is 3 minus 2 is 1, only 1 peak. This is the observation. The next observation is, according to the wave mechanical models, 1s electron is most likely to be found a distance of 0.53 angstrom from the nucleus. This distance is obtained from the time-independent Schrodinger equation for hydrogen atom. Okay. So say student, according to the wave mechanical models, the 1s electron is most likely to be found a distance of 0.53 angstrom from the nucleus. The last point is the point at which the probability of finding electron is 0 are called as a nodal points. So see, the point at which the probability of finding electron is 0, that is this point, that points are called as a nodal points. Is it okay? These are the observations. The next we are going to study the most important part, that is the radial and angular nodes and their significance. See student, this is the part where the question can be asked. In each and every exam, there is a question on this part, that is a radial node, angular node or total node. The region at which the radial probability is 0 is called node. Radial node are the spherical regions where the probability of finding an electron is 0, whereas the angular nodes are the flat planes or cones where the probability of finding electron is 0. Radial node is equal to n minus L minus 1, where n and L is the principal quantum number and angular momentum quantum number, that is azimuthal quantum number. Radial node is equal to n minus L minus 1, angular node is equal to L, total node is equal to n minus 1. So here we are discussing some example. See, for the 1s orbital, n is equal to 1, L is equal to 0. So this is a table, that is L is equal to 0 is S orbital, 1 is equal to P, 2 is D, 3 is F orbital. So for 1s orbital, the radial node is equal to n minus L minus 1. N is 1, L is 0, minus 1 is equal to 0. That means for 1s orbital, the radial node is 0. Angular node is equal to L, which is 0. That means the angular node is also 0, it implicates that it does not have node. For 3p orbital, n is equal to 3, l is equal to 1. Radial node is equal to n minus l minus 1. n is 3, minus 1 which is equal to 1. It implicates that there is one radial node and one angular node. Is it okay? So by this, you can calculate the number of radial node and angular node. So since your exams are MCQ type, there is a most probability for the question on this point, that is to calculate the nodes. Is it okay? These are the simple equations. You just have to remember the formula. Is it clear? Thank you.